Vacancy at Vanilla's with me, your host Vanilla. Who else would it be, you know? Nobody. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm glad that you've been staying with me at the villa for this long, but your card has been declining lately. It's been about, what is it, 34 weeks, 33, 34, 35. How many episodes are we on? I don't know. It's been a lot of weeks. The past few weeks, yeah, you think you have some insufficient funds. So if you want to keep staying here, you're going to have to get that situated. Sorry to embarrass you. No, but it's every time I fucking do a new episode and I'm like, damn it, we're really like up, we're getting kind of up there in the episodes. What are we gonna do when we hit 100? What are we gonna do when we hit 50? 50's coming up kind of soon. I wonder how many more weeks will that be? Another like 20 weeks ish. Coming up. How many weeks are in a year? Alexa, how many weeks are in a year? 52 weeks. Okay. Okay, so 50 episodes is just about a year. Wow, interesting. Okay, I got to put a pin in that. Because I started this in November, I think. What the? Girl, I didn't ask for more related to that. Did you hear me ask for more related to that? No, I asked you how many fucking weeks were in the year, and that's it. That's all I wanted to know. And why is there... Can you hear the... Chai's playing with a toy. There's a train fucking blowing its horn outside my apartment. What's going on? I don't even know if you could hear it. I feel like... You know what fucking pisses me off about this goddamn microphone, too? And I feel like now that I'm bringing it to the light and I'm letting you guys know that you're never going to be able to unhear it, I feel like it picks up, like, every mouth noise that my mouth makes, and I fucking hate it. Like, anytime I, like, swallow, I feel like it's, like... Like, you hear it so loud. And if I sniffle or something, I'm just like, oh, God, I don't know how you, like, fix that. Again, I'm not, like, a fucking audio technician. I literally record and upload the shit, baby. I don't know. I actually just figured out how to use iMovie yesterday. So everyone give me a round of applause. How to use iMovie on the laptop. Because if you don't know, I record my stuff on, or I edit my podcast on my phone. I edit the podcast on my phone on this app called Splice. And if you work for Splice or if fucking Splice happens to be watching, let me fucking tell you something, Splice. Let me tell you something. Because this is the deal. I edit it on my fucking phone. And I know you're like, well, why do you do that? Why don't you just edit it on iMovie? I don't know. I tried to do it one time. And I tried to line up the audio with the video. And at first, it lined up perfectly fine in the beginning of the video. And then the audio, as you go throughout the video, the audio is like not lined up with the video. Like my mouth is moving, but the words are not matching. But in the beginning, it's matching fine. So I'm like, how do I fix this? So then I Google it, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's actually what's called an audio lag. And you have to go back into the properties of the file. And fuck you, I'm doing it on my phone. Oh, fuck no. Like I don't know how to do this shit, bro. I'm one person. I am one person. I don't know. So yeah, that was where that shit pissed me off. But I recorded a video on my desktop of me playing Dress to Impress on Roblox, and I put it on YouTube. So if you want to go watch that, go give that a whirl. That's on my other YouTube channel. It's just Vanilla Mace, so just fucking look that up. I'm sure it'll come up. But I just played Dress to Impress, and it was pretty fun. It was silly and fun, and I'm trying to do more like gaming videos and shit too. And yeah, but also if you're watching on video, if you are watching on YouTube right now, you're probably looking at me and you're like, bitch, why the fuck does your hair look like that? You're like, why the fuck does your hair look like that? And I know. And I understand. I don't always come on the podcast. Well, actually, it's not that I don't always. Most of the time I come on the podcast having just rolled out of bed. I usually record first thing in the morning. I usually start my day with recording the podcast because I know that if I don't do it in the beginning of the day, like I just won't do it. And also I feel like I wake up and I have the most like shit to say, like, does that make sense? Like I wake up and I'm like, I'm ready to fucking yap. Whereas sometimes towards the end of the day, I'm like, today drained me. So something about recording right off the wake up, I feel like you get your best content that way from me, at least. So I put a conditioning mask in my hair yesterday. I know it still looks like fucking straw. It looks like hay, so you can't really tell. But I did put some sort of conditioning mask in my hair yesterday because every single time that I slick my hair back, I have to use gel, mousse, fucking got to be, and my hair is like hard as a fucking rock. And I know they say that you're not supposed to shampoo your hair every day, but babe, every time I take a shower, like if I want this shit out of my head, like I gotta shampoo it. So it's just kind of, I just wanted one fucking day where I could just have no fucking product in my hair, where I could just let my hair breathe, man, because that shit is just. And this is what happens every time I try to grow my hair out, man. I insist on bleaching it until it gets to a point where I'm like, I can't keep up with this, and then I dye it dark, and then it's already so beyond fucking damaged from all the bleach anyway, and the gel and all the fucking mousse and all that shit doesn't help either because it's all like super drying, it's like all alcohol and shit, whatever the fuck. And then my hair just literally looks like this. And I'll have you know, I actually have like my natural hair, like I feel like with the right product is actually pretty nice. It's a little like frizzy, yeah, but I have like curls, I have like pretty good hair, but I just wouldn't be able to tell you what it really looks like because I'm always fucking bleaching it every time that I grow it out. And something about with the hair pushed down in my face like this, I feel like I look like a British rapper. Like I don't know, I feel like I look like a British drill artist. Like does it not give that a little bit? 100 eaters. They'll fit in what SUV? SOS. Somebody come. Does it not give that a little bit? Like, did you kind of get the vision when I did that? No? Okay. Well, the hair is just, it's not giving, but it's not giving for a reason. I just wanted to let my fucking head breathe. But I do say, I mean, when it's slicked back, it's cute, I guess. It's okay. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I was at work the other day and one girl came up to me and she was like, "You look like Bianca Censori," which is Kanye's wife. And I said, "All right, I'll take it. I'll take it." She was like, "Oh my God, with your hair like that, you remind me of Bianca Censori." I was like, "Thank you." I'm like, because sometimes, that's like the vision that I want to go for, but I feel like just the way with my face structure and this hog body, I just feel like it doesn't give that. So I'm just constantly in a battle with myself all the time, just being like, if I was skinny, man, I would eat so much harder. And then I look at pictures of myself from like 2018 when I thought I was fat and I was like literally like 30 pounds skinnier. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that just makes me fucking sad. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you know what? There is some things I could do. Bitch, go fucking work out. So actually, don't even feel bad for me. Don't feel bad for me because I'm the one that's being fucking lazy. Like literally, I'm the one. But me and Rachel actually yesterday we went for a nice walk. Me and Rachel went for a nighttime walk last night. And I went to her house. I was going to work. And then I was like, it's a Monday. And I really was only going to go to work if I had a customer. This customer was like maybe going to pull up. And then he was like, oh, I can't. And I was like, hey, fuck it. I'm not going to go. So Rachel was like, oh, I'm making this new pasta recipe thing that I saw like some girl do on TikTok. It's like from Trader Joe's. You make pasta, but then you use the lobster bisque from Trader Joe's, and you use the lobster bisque and like use that as the sauce, and then you also put lobster tails in the pasta. I said, oh God, I am on my way. I said, oh yeah, I'm on my fucking way. Dude, it was so bust. It was they didn't have any more lobster. I don't even, do they sell lobster at Trader Joe's? I don't know, but she said she couldn't find it, so she just got shrimp, and it was so fucking good. It was so good. She really outdid herself. And that lobster bisque, man. Ooh, that lobster bisque from Trader Joe's. Oh my God. I just would like, I would lick that off of somebody's body. It is so goddamn good. It is so goddamn good. I need to go to Trader Joe's again today because, the last time I was there was about a week ago. And we're going to get into that fucking story. Oh boy, are we going to get into that story. But yeah, me and Rachel went on a walk yesterday after we ate our pasta. We walked her dog for like an hour. It was a nighttime walk. Like it was like maybe like 9 p.m. So it was like dark. And something about a nighttime walk in like a nice neighborhood is just so like a summer nighttime walk with your bestie is just like, what the fuck beats that? And the whole time we were just like, this is amazing. Like, it's just something about it. We were just like, don't you just love nature? Like the whole time we just kept saying, we were just like, isn't it amazing? Like, this is so great. Like, I don't know, something about it, because also too, being anyone, I feel like, but especially a woman by themselves, like I feel like it's scary to walk at night. And I'm not saying like I'm not being like, yeah, everyone go for go for walks in the middle of the night. Yeah, go do that by yourself. So I feel like since me and Rachel were together, it wasn't as scary. And I even made I've made Cash take a nighttime walk with me one time too, because I'm just like, it's a luxury. It's a luxury. And not we're not all able to do that. Like my friend Lawrence, my tattoo artist friend Lawrence, he goes on runs like a lot, and he be posting himself like running at night and shit, and I'm like, must be nice. He's like, yeah, bro, sorry. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry you're a woman. It's like, no, but for real though, you know. um He's like, yeah, no, for real, like I can do this type of shit, and it's crazy. I'm like, yeah, you can't usually do that, you know. As a woman, you got to be a little on the lookout. And yeah, we just went on a nice little walk and got some of our energy out. And I don't know, just what I just love a good walk, and I've talked about this before too. A walk is gonna do it for me every time. But when it's 95 fucking degrees out like this, um, I can't. Like, you gotta wait till the sun sets, or you know, it's starting to get a little too hot for my liking now in LA. I don't like when it gets this hot. I like a nice like 75, 80 degree day. And even then, that's like if I'm at the pool. But if I am nowhere near a body of water, I can't. I can't do it. Like, I cannot be out and about running it. Like, I can't. I fucking can't do it. Like, I could like run a few errands, like where I like am in my air conditioned car, and then I run into like an air conditioned store. But I cannot just be fucking outside. Like, I can't do it. And they are saying not even to go to the beach right now either, because there's like high levels of fucking bacteria in the water. Disgusting. Okay, absolutely fucking disgusting. So haven't been going to the beach. I actually didn't go to the beach at all last year. And I have trauma from the fucking beach too. I'll tell you what, because of the goddamn Long Island Sound where I grew up. That was the that was the body of water. That was the beach that, like, there was a few beaches that were in my hometown. None of them were really nice, like compared to like actual beaches. Like, they were not fucking nice. But you know, they got the job done. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of my friends in Cali had not heard of this, and I've asked them about this too. They're like, I'd never heard of that. I don't know if this is like more of an East Coast thing or whatever the fuck, but how they say not to go in the water the day after it rains. Like, if it rains, you shouldn't go in the water at the beach the next day. That's like a thing. Like, it's like a known thing on the East Coast, I feel like. And I don't know if I've talked about this before. I don't remember, but there was one time where me and my best friend in middle school, Brenna, shout out Brenna if you're watching. Like, imagine she's just watching this. No, that was like my bestie for the resty. She was so cool. Her family was so cool. Like, I have such good memories of like me and her hanging out. But I remember there was this one time we were at the beach, me and her, and we were playing in the water as, you know, young kids do. And it was the day after it rained. There's like signs up and shit saying like, oh, you probably shouldn't go in the water. We did anyway. And we both woke up the next day with these like strange hives, almost like pimples in like random spots on our body. Like, just like these weird little like dots kind of like all over the place. And one of them was like on like the side of my butt cheek, like almost on my leg. And it just never went away. Like, it just never went away, and it turned into a scar. So I actually have a fucking scar of it still. It's a tiny little, it almost looks like someone like fucking like what's that shit where they like it does look like a cookie cutter kind of a, like, it's this tiny little circle fucking, I don't even know. It's this little scar on the side of my butt cheek. But that's from that, actually. That is from that. So I do actually I am a little scared of going in the water. And last time I was at the beach 2 summers ago, I witnessed a girl who was in the water, literally pretty much right next to me, got stung by a stingray, and she was like fucking screaming in pain, like absolutely, her leg was bleeding. I'm like, why is it bleeding? I'm like, what the fucking shit? I didn't know it could make you bleed. She's bleeding, screaming in pain. The fucking the beach ambulance had to come on the fucking truck, and they had a big fucking thing. It was like a plastic thing full of hot water. It was like, it is supposed to be, apparently it's like boiling hot water, and it literally has a picture of a stingray on the bag and like an X through the stingray. And it's just like really, really, really hot water. And apparently that like alleviates it, but they warn you, they're like, the water's really fucking hot. I'm like, oh my fucking god. If I'm like, not saying that I'm like, I'm glad it was her over me, but like I kind of am, because I didn't know her. Like she wasn't like, I wasn't with this girl, she was just like in the water near me. And then we all like got out the water once she started freaking out. We were like, oh shit. And it was a hot ass fucking day. Okay. Then please hold. Live. What the hell? Please hold. What the hell? I got a delivery. Live delivery on the podcast. I got a package. But why do they do that? And then you see the cats run away and they fucking hide and they get scared. Like, boy, if you don't just leave the shit at the fucking door. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't even know what this is, but we're gonna open it in a second. I don't like that. Like, don't ring my freaking doorbell. Like, then now the cats are hiding and they're so scared and they're shaking in their boots. My poor children. Sorry about that. Anyway, but yeah, the stingray fucking bit her, fucking slapped her. I don't know what the hell it did. It did something. It was on some Steve Irwin shit. Out for fucking blood, out for revenge. And it hurt her and she was bleeding and she's like, oh my god, my fucking leg. And yeah, it was really bad. And then I was just like, oh my god, if that happened to me, and then on top of that, it's already 95 million degrees out. I'm freaking out. I'm dying. And then they tell me I have to pour boiling hot water on your leg in this 90 fucking degree heat while you're already fucking probably hyperventilating and panicking because this thing hurts so bad. Oh yeah, kill me. Oh yeah, just fucking kill me. I'd say actually just punch me in the face really hard. Just knock me out. Just knock me out. And then they took her on the back of the truck and they like, I don't know, brought her to like the medic tent or whatever the fuck. I don't know. She had to go to like the ER or whatever. I don't know like how intense stingray bites, or is it a bite? Like, is it a sting? I mean, stingray, I would imagine it's a sting of some sort. But yeah, she was fucking bleeding. It was really not. And then I was like, oh, and I actually don't think I've been back to the beach since then. So, yeah, that was the last time I was at the beach. And, yeah, so you know what? Let's open this package while we're here. See what this is. It looks like it's from Amazon, by the way the thing is, but I don't know. What did I order? Or it might be from TikTok Shop. I ordered this wig cap thing. You think it... I ordered this wig cap. Let's try it on. I ordered this wig. I hope you can hear me with the microphone just like this. I ordered this. It's supposed to be like a reusable wig cap. Because, you know, this hair is not really looking cute. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Okay, which way's the front? Okay, this is the front. How's it look? I mean, it feels good. It feels like nice and tight. I feel like this is actually, you know, once I tuck all my hair back in this could kind of give. This could kind of give. Get a little side view there. Here you go. What do you think? Yay! Yeah, so this is a reusable wig cap, and it has like adjustments on the side, and like you don't have to cut it or anything. So, you know, now that my hair's growing, I need shit like this, man. Hey, and they even gave me a free little edge brush. Okay. Thank you, TikTok Shop. Thanks, TikTok Shop. Yeah. Oh, also I got 2 free samples on the TikTok Shop. I got an air purifier for free, and then I got a phone, what is it, the gimbal thing that like when you move it, it like keeps it like the phone nice and steady. I actually used it for my IRL stream. And both of them I got for free from TikTok Shop. It was like on some influencer promo fucking shit. I don't know. And they were like, yeah, just make a video and, you know, whatever. I never made it. Never made the video for either of them. I think I told y'all that though, but just don't come for me, TikTok. I'm sorry about that. Because I haven't even plugged in the air purifier. I already have an air purifier, but I just got a smaller one. I haven't even plugged in the other one, so I'm like, I don't know. Like, what do y'all want me to What do you want me to do? Be like, hey, I'm cleaning the air in my apartment right now. Anyone else cleaning the air in their apartment? Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to say. I just feel like it's so like cringy. Anyway, I told you guys that I was gonna tell you the story about what the fuck happened in Trader Joe's. So about this time last week. I went to Trader Joe's. I made a TikTok about it, and I told somebody else. So this is not news to some of you. But we're gonna get into the nitty gritty details here. I was at Trader Joe's about a week ago, doing my shopping as I normally do, and I am walking back to the. And also, this was after me and Rachel were at the pool all day, and it was an impromptu pool day. So I had gotten my lashes done, and then Rachel calls me. She's like, "Let's go to the pool." I had sneakers on, so Rachel let me borrow her Yeezy foam runners. Okay, the foam runners, they're like you know what I'm talking about. They're like they almost slip on like a normal shoe, but they're like cushiony, like whatever. She let me borrow her fucking foam runners that are also like 2 sizes too small for me, so my toes are like curling in these goddamn shoes. I'm walking around Trader Joe's, and I check out. I'm going back to my car. I'm unloading the groceries in my car in the parking lot of this Trader Joe's. Somebody pulls up next to me in a truck, like behind me, like because I'm parked. And this guy rolls the window down. Young guy, like looks younger than me. He was like, "Hey, this is a kind of a strange question, but are your toes painted right now?" And I said, "Yeah," because I just got a pedicure. I had just got a pedicure 2 days prior for the first time in like fucking 2 months. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not have a pedicure for a very long time. I just got my toes done and they looked immaculate, let me tell you. So I was like, well, actually, yeah, they are done. Thank you for asking. Why, why? So he was like, if I give you $50 right now, could I kiss your foot? I said, could you what? He was like, yeah, if I give you $50 right now, can I kiss your foot? I said, and I laughed. This is what I did. I laughed and I was like, oh, I'm going to need way more than that. And he was like, well, how much? I said, 300. He was like, okay, let me park the car. I was like, all right. He goes and he parks his car. I'm still unloading my groceries, whatever. He walks up to me and he's like, hi, nice to meet you. We're in this fucking park. There's like people. We're in this parking lot. Middle of the fucking day. It's like 3 p.m. He's like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm like, hey. He's like, all right, yeah, you just sit down. Like, just sit down. So I like sit down in my fucking car, like in my driver's seat of my car, but like facing like my legs like outside of the door. And he hands me the money, cold hard cash. And he was like, yeah, he was like, just take your shoe off. He had me take one of the shoes off, only one, thank God, because I'm like, these shoes are like way too tiny on my foot anyway. And yeah, and he just kissed the top of my foot, and then he was like, oh my God, thank you so much, like, wow, nice to meet you. And that was it. And he just kind of like ran away. I was like, okay, fucking, I don't know what the fuck just happened. And he was like, oh, can you record it? He had me record it on his phone too, on some like cuck shit. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if he's on some weird website, fucking, or if he just watches it later himself. I literally don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, it's literally my foot. Who gives a fuck? And yeah, I'm like, I don't know if anyone witnessed, because there was like not really, like there was cars parked in the parking lot, but I was like trying to make sure. I was like, these people are gonna think I'm fucking insane, whatever. And yeah, so that was that. And then the guy literally just fucking kissed my foot. And then he had the balls to ask. He was like, should I ask this lady too? I'm like, she's gonna say no. It was like another young girl. I was like, she's gonna say no. And he was like, excuse me. And he asked her. And I was like, oh my God, right in front of me. I was like, oh my fucking God. And he was like, asked her, and she was like, oh, no. Like, but you could tell she was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, I told you. Me and him are like boys now. I'm like, I fucking told you so, fucking idiot. Like, he was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, you found the right one today, baby. I'm like, you found the right one. This was like a 1 in a million chance for you, dude. Like, I really don't think you would have been successful, So yeah, so that happened to me last week, and that was just a little bit bizarre. But you know what? Hey, fucking money for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, hey, my work week last week was kind of lame, so I was like, I'll take a little 300 for a kiss on the foot any fucking day. Thank you. And I ended up going to work. Was it that day or the next day? Whatever day of the week that Juneteenth was on. I forget which day of the week it was last week. But it was on Juneteenth. And my club was doing, like, because it's, first week of summer, they were doing a luau, like kind of like a luau theme at work, like a summer luau theme, okay? And every day of the week, there was a different like kind of contest going on, a different, like one was like a hula hooping contest, and then this and then that, and they did a neon party a few weeks ago too, so and like every day is just a different thing, right? Okay, whatever. So I notice that one of the things, one of the and the winner wins like a free VIP. It's like for the customers to do it, right? I notice that especially on Juneteenth of all days, that the contest is a watermelon eating contest. And I said, okay, well that's a little interesting. So I ended up working. I was working that day, and I didn't even realize that because I remember looking at the flyer and seeing like, oh, Monday is this, Tuesday is the hula hoop, Wednesday is this, and I didn't realize until I got there on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, today's Wednesday, what are they doing? And then I was like, oh, watermelon, and then I'm like, wait, today's Juneteenth or whatever, whether it was Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. I was like, huh? And I was like, also, since when do luau's do watermelon eating contests? I'm like, maybe like who could drink out the coconut the fastest? Like I was trying to think of other things. I'm like, now why the fuck would they do that? And I really don't think whoever fucking put it together like did that on purpose. I really don't think it was like done on purpose, but I was like, this just does not fucking feel right. This just does not fucking feel right. So then and then the night sucked for me. I made no money, but I was like, I was about to leave. It's towards the end of the night, and they're like, okay, they're about to do the watermelon eating contest, and I was like, I mean, like, I gotta stay for this. Like, I gotta see what the fuck, what this is even about to be like. So basically, it was whatever guys wanted to participate picked the girl that they would want to do the VIP with, and the girls all sat on stage like in a line with the watermelon like on their lap, like a slice of watermelon, like a half, almost like a half of a fucking thing on their lap, and the guys had to like eat it from their lap. And let me say, I am so glad. I am so glad that there was not a customer that wanted to fucking take me to the VIP and also compete in the fucking watermelon eating contest. Because I wouldn't have done it. Actually, I think I would have told my manager, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. Like, and then what, I'm gonna get watermelon juice all over my fucking crotch? Like, what the fuck? Like, they had like towels down, like under them, but I was just like, no, no, oh, absolutely the fuck not. Like, I'm not doing this shit. And it was just such an insane thing. I was just like, what the fuck is this place? Like, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing, dude? What are we fucking doing on Juneteenth? Like, it's just criminal. It was horrible. I was like, I can't believe I'm witnessing this in real time right now. Like, we need to put a stop to this. Like, what the fuck? Um, yeah, it was just not okay. It was just not okay. So that kind of surprised me, but I didn't make any fucking money that night, which was fine with me. Fine with me. If it meant that I had to miss the fucking watermelon juice in my crotch, I'm okay with that. So I didn't make any money that night, but I did end up making a little bit of money off of the fucking Trader Joe's foot guy. So Trader Joe's foot guy, thank you. Thank you, and I hope that I got to go to Trader Joe's later today. Hopefully I run into him again. You never know. You never know. So yeah. But there's also some other tea that I wanted to get into. Some very hot juicy tea. Me and my bestie, I don't want to like say his name on here because I don't want y'all to like go looking for him. I was talking about it on the Twitch, but it's one of my guy best friends, okay? One of my guy best friends that I've known my entire fucking life, okay? Me and him are like this. It's like my brother, right? Got into an argument the other day, and I'm not speaking to him right now. So me and him got in a little bit of a what's the word it starts with? It's like a tiff. It got a tiff. Is that what the word is? I don't fucking know. We got in a fucking argument. And the tea is he like low key doesn't respect what I do for work and doesn't think that it's like a real job. Hey Chai. Chai's here, everyone. Hey. How you doing? He like doesn't think that it's like a real job or that like anything that I do regarding like the club and shit is like real, and that it's also, he's like, you're just so privileged, and you just have all these privileged takes on stuff, and like, what, you wouldn't date a guy that doesn't have money? Like, that's just crazy to say. I'm like, I don't think it's fucking crazy to say at all. So we kind of got onto that, we, you know, and we've had arguments and little like bickering about this topic before, but it kind of just turned into a whole thing where we were talking about how he thinks I'm like, he's like, you're just, it's just such a privileged take. It's just like, it's just so like, and whatever. And I'm like, I don't think that it's that fucking crazy for me to be damn near 28 years old. I have money myself. Chai, please don't step on the. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, my audio fucking editor. Thank you for that. Um, Sorry, Chai stepped on the keyboard. I don't think it's really that crazy for a damn near 28-year-old woman who has her own fucking money and like pays all her own bills, and like, I already do all the shit myself. So why would I not want to be with somebody who is gonna like just make my life a little bit easier? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would I want, like, not saying that I want someone to pay, like, I mean, not that, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't want someone to pay my bills, but you know what I mean? Like, not that, not that I need someone to fucking take care of me and fucking like pay for my whole life and like give me a fucking allowance and shit. But why would I not want to date someone who can do the same things for me that I can already do for myself? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to date someone who can't even do the shit that I could do for myself? Like, why would I? And I don't think it's that crazy of a fucking thing to say as somebody who has like built this life for themselves and fucking grinded and did all the shit that I had to do. Cause he really was like, well, like, what? And this is where I was like very flabbergasted. He was like, well, cause then he was like, well, what if you have to stop dancing tomorrow? What would you do if you had to stop dancing tomorrow? I'm like, well, if I had to stop dancing tomorrow, bitch, I would still be able to make a little bit of money. I make a little bit of money on Twitch. I mean, again, not enough to fucking like fucking provide for my family for Chai and me. So not enough to like feed the family, but enough that like it you know, it's good money. It's like, it pays my rent. Like, you know what I mean? And I only been doing it for a couple fucking months. Like, that's so awesome to say that like I could pay my rent on Twitch. Like, that's fucking crazy to me already. Just only doing it for like 4 or 5 months. Like, that's crazy. Well, it's been 5 months now, but like that alone, and the rent out here is not cheap, baby. The rent out here is not fucking cheap. Like, and even then some, like, there's been months where I've like almost, you know, my rent and then some. Like, that's awesome to me. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, it really is my dream come true. Like, for real. I mean, I know I'm not at a level where I'm like, I could fucking retire and just do Twitch. I'm not Kai Sanat, but damn, it's cool just in the 5 fucking months that like I'm able to like do this shit. So I'm like, yeah, I would be able to stream more. And then I would probably get a fucking day job doing some other shit. And you want to know what? I know a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of times too, like connections and jobs, it's about who you fucking know. I'm like, I know a lot of people. I've met a lot of people, and especially in my industry, I could get a job fucking tomorrow doing some shit. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be something in like an industry that I want, but I would be able to get paid. Like, and I'm like, also too, what is with this like you're doing these like ultimatums? Like, there is no ultimatum. I don't need to stop dancing tomorrow. Do I want to keep dancing for the next like fucking 10 years? Obviously not. But if I really needed to keep to still dance for another couple years, I could. You know what I mean? I could, like, whatever. I'm not going to turn into like a fucking old hag tomorrow. Like, damn, I got a few years left in me, baby. And there are some bitches in the club that are like pushing 40, 50. Like, do I do that? Granted, that's not what I want to be doing and what I want to be doing with my life, because I just feel like I'll be so fucking over it by that fucking point. But I'm like, I could figure it out. And he's like, well, like, you know, with the Twitch shit, like how much do you make doing Twitch? And you know how many other people there are on Twitch that make like the amount that you do, and like 1% of them fucking actually makes it big. What makes you so special? Oh, okay. So that was when I was like, whoa, hey, just very taken aback. I was like, oh, what makes me so special? Like, that's where I was like, Well, I don't know. You're my best friend. You should think something's fucking special about me. You're someone I consider a fucking brother. You should at least support me, even if my fucking dream is so far out there and so beyond fucking delusional. And let's be real, it's really not. It's really not that fucking delusional at this point in time. Granted, I have like a little bit of a following. Like, I have a consistent viewership. Y'all are always typing in my chat, like whatever. Like, I'm like, it's really not that fucking far out there. It'd be one thing if I had like just started Twitch yesterday and I had one fucking viewer and I'm like, okay, I expect to make 100,000 a month starting next month. Like, that's fucking crazy out there. I'm like, I don't even think that I'm being like super fucking unrealistic. And yeah, maybe in my delulu ass mind, like, I do really think that it's gonna turn into something for me. Like, I actually do truly believe that. Bitch, I do, and I've believed it for years. Even before I started streaming, I always like wanted to stream, and it's been something that I like wanted to fucking do. Like, bitch, I know it's gonna work out for me. That's it, and I'm confident, and I'm sure that it is, and that's it. Call me fucking delusional. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, it is. You're right, exactly. But like, you gotta be delusional. You gotta fucking be delusional. Oh, sorry, gotta lower my volume. You gotta be delusional. That's like the whole. I got to LA from fucking being delusional. Like, when I was like fucking 16 scrolling on Tumblr and shit, and I like seeing all this shit of Coachella and fucking LA and all this shit, I was like, oh my God, I want to be out there so bad. Like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And here I am, bitch. Like, it's just, you really manifest shit. Like, that's a whole nother fucking story. Let's not even go down that goddamn rabbit hole. But, I do really believe in being a little delulu sometimes. And, might as fucking well. This life is so fucking short. You might as well, like imagine yourself and fantasize about doing the things that you want to do and living in your little dream world a little bit. Like it's okay to fucking do that. So it's worked for me this far, and I don't plan on stopping anytime fucking soon. So the thing with him is that he hasn't been able to find a job for quite some time, and I feel like he's just frustrated because he is not finding jobs in his industry, and like some of the jobs that he has have been like little odd jobs here and there, but he's been unemployed for like quite some time. And I think he's just fucking frustrated in his own life, and he isn't where he thought he would be at this point in time. And I don't know why he would take it out on me. And that's where it kind of upsets me, because he's like, he's like, what makes you so special? And then after he said that, he was like, because I'll humble you really quick. If you think you're special, I'll humble you really quick. Humble me? What the fuck? Are you like my number one hater? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it was just such a crazy conversation. We were on the phone. We were on FaceTime. For like an hour. I was like, humble me? What the fuck? Like, he was like, because there's a difference between being confident and being cocky. And right now you're being cocky. I'm like, I don't think I'm being cocky at all. Because he was saying, he was just like, it's just so crazy that you just like, because we were talking about Cash too, because then Cash gets brought up in the situation. He's like, it's just so crazy that like, you just like, whatever, like think that somebody should just like buy you these things and do it. I'm like, I don't think any of that fucking shit. Cash buys me shit because he wants to buy me fucking shit. When he bought me that Miu Miu bag, we were at Dover Street Market. He bought himself these Balenciaga shoes. I'm like, oh, those are so fucking cool. Like, whatever. He's like, do you want anything? Literally, he was like, do you want anything? I was like, well, shit, if you're buying. It's not like I'm literally like, can I have this, please? And he's like, oh, whatever. He literally is like, do you want something? Like, fucking go pick something. Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, and when he got me the fucking Miu Miu bag, I didn't even want the Miu Miu bag at first. I wanted a Miu Miu shirt, which was way cheaper than the fucking bag. And then the sales associate lady brought out the bag, and it was this tiny little fucking bag. I'm like, this bag is hilarious. Oh my God, I love this bag. He's like, do you want it? I was like, no. He was like, if you want it, you could get it. I was like, okay. So yeah, like the fuck. And it's just like some people don't have an issue with like fucking doing shit for other people. Like, I just feel like Sam has never really been, oh, I said I wasn't going to say my friend's name, but whatever. Okay. The cat's out of the bag. It's my friend Sam, okay? And don't go fucking coming for him, because that's like, I mean, I'm pissed at him. I mean, it's my brother. It's literally my fucking brother, but I am pissed at him right now. So don't go fucking coming for my friend Sam. And I follow a lot of Sams on Instagram, so please don't fucking go messaging anyone that you see named fucking Sam on my fucking Instagram, because I know how y'all think you're funny sometimes when you do shit like that. Anyway, so the cat's out the bag. But, yeah, we were just like bickering back and forth, and then he was just like, oh, just because you're a woman, you think that you should be handed shit and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I mean, yes, not really, but I'm just like, but I'm not handed shit though. That's the thing. I'm not someone's fucking stay-at-home girlfriend. Like I am not being handed shit. I like people buy me shit sometimes, yes, like whatever, like cash or whatever the fuck, or like, or if a customer or whatever, like, yes, sometimes people fucking buy me shit, whatever. Is that so bad? Is that so wrong for me to like think, you know what, actually I do deserve this. I do deserve this. I work hard. I deserve a nice thing from somebody every now and then. Is that so fucked up? Like, I don't understand. I'm like, as my friend, why wouldn't you be happy for me? If anything, even if I was a fucking stay-at-home girlfriend and I had my whole life taken care of, why would that be an issue for you? Why would you be mad at me for that? So like, because I'm a woman or whatever. It was just very like hater, like misogynist fucking um like, is that misogynist, is that the right one, or is it the other one? Because it's like misogynist and then, yeah, misogynist, yeah, okay, anyway, whatever, fuck. Very, it was giving like, I hate women and I hate that women are able to like make money off of being a woman kind of a thing. And I remember I even brought up to him a few months prior, I was like, why don't you try doing social media? Because I'm like, if you want to make some money, why don't you just fucking give it a whirl, whatever. And he was like, well, I'm not a girl with big boobs, so I can't. Like, that's such a I'm like, that is such a dumb fucking take. That is literally so not true. And then I'm like, that's not even the type of shit that I post. He's like, yeah, but you're like a pretty girl. Like, obviously people follow you because you're pretty. I'm like, do you see the shit that I be posting on TikTok and the way that I be posting myself? I'm like, I literally roll out of bed and post on a fucking TikTok. Like, I am not on there trying to be sexy. Like, yeah, I have a couple of videos of me looking cute, but like, that is not my target demographic, like, at all. It's like me trying to get popping off of being cute or whatever the fuck. I'm like, that is not at all like my fucking content or whatever. Like, it just, and we were just going back and forth for like a fucking hour about this shit. And it just, like, the whole conversation was just very fucking ugly. And I just was like, I don't really see where you're coming from. I could understand to an extent you being, as a friend, you being worried about me and my industry, and that my industry doesn't have any longevity. That's what he kept saying. He kept saying longevity. Oh, you need something with longevity. I'm like, you need a job, period, bro. What the fuck? I'm just like, you need a job, fucking period. Like, how about that? Like, why are you coming at me? But like, at the end of the day, like, I don't mean to be fucking messy, but I'm like, at the end of the day, we know who's better off right now. Like, I don't know why you are coming at me. Like, I get it from like a concerned standpoint, but especially at this point in time when realistically I am the most up that I have been, period, ever. When it comes money wise, fucking the internet shit, like, just everything. Like, I am the most up that I've been. So why do worry now? Like, that's where I was like, okay, why are you worried about me now? And why are you coming for me, like, as a sex worker, as a person who works in a club, like, and just trying to say like, oh, well, your life is just like, your life is just like finessing guys. I'm like, yeah, but who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? They just like, it's guys that come in there like asking to be fucking finesse. Like, and it's not even like finesse. Like, it's a fucking mutual thing. Like, they get what they want out of me and I get what I want out of them, which is fucking money. It's a mutual fucking thing. Like, it's not like a guy comes into the club and I reach into his fucking pockets, take all his money, and then fucking slap him on the ass. I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here, you. Like, it's a mutual thing. Like, you get a dance, you whatever the fuck, like, I stroke your fucking ego. I listen to these guys talk for fucking hours, pretend like that I'm a fucking interested. I'm like, wow, oh my God, it's so cool. Like, it's a mutual fucking thing. It's, like, and that's why they are okay with spending the money, because they're getting what they want out of it too. Like, it's not like I'm like a fucking piece of shit lady who is just stealing money out of people's pockets. Like, people are giving me their money voluntarily, like, because I am providing a service, bitch. And yeah, he just was like, your job isn't real. It's not real. It's not practical. I'm like, okay, but the money's green. The money's green. I don't give a fuck. The money is still in my hand. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care how anyone, and that's how I've always been. I don't give a fuck how you make your money. I don't care. If you're making money, as long as you're not doing like some shit where it's like harmful to other people or like scamming or shit like that, like, that's, whatever. But if you make your money in any sort of like unconventional way, as long as you're not like hurting yourself or other people, Who gives a fuck? The money is still green at the end of the fucking day. Who cares? And why would you not be happy? Like, why would you not be happy for me as someone who considers themselves a brother of mine? Because I have other guy friends and guy friends that I've known my whole life, and they are like, yo, you're not so fucking cool. Like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud. Like, they do not even for a second think like, oh, just because you're a woman, like, it's just not fucking fair, and your job isn't real, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where this energy, and I don't know. It just felt very ugly to me. And I truly do believe that if you are surrounded by people that like don't believe in you, that it does actually hold you back on some like energy shit, like, you know, just like that negative energy being projected onto you. And I was like, okay, shit is going very good for me right now. You gotta go. Like, for now, like, I'm like, you gotta go over there. So I sent him a very long text. I sent him a very, very long text, kind of just being like, this is how I feel. And I work fucking hard. And I don't give a fuck if you don't think I work hard, but I work hard, bitch. Nowadays, people just don't want to fucking work anymore. Just get off your ass and fucking work. Like, bitch, I work hard. I work hard for the money. Hey, I work hard for the money. Yeah, so that's me. Like, bitch, I work hard for my fucking money. And I mean, granted, like, cool, I get to pick my own schedule and shit and whatever, but like, dancing is not like it's not all fucking butterflies and rainbows, bitch. Like, it's hard. It's hard. It's mentally draining. It's physically fucking draining. Like, do I love it? Yes. But are there some days where I'm like, I can't do this shit anymore? Yes. Like, that's just part of the fucking industry. It's just whatever. But like, damn. I don't know. I'm kind of like going on a whole fucking tangent about this now, but you know what I mean. I just was like, you know, I don't want people in my circle that are like undercover haters. Like, what the fuck where did this all come from? Like, it was just crazy. And we talk on the phone like every fucking day. Like, me and him talk every day, multiple times a day. We call each other, we FaceTime each other, whatever. So, and like I said, we fight like brother and sister, and we've always been like that. And it's just kind of a thing where we've just been like, oh, that's just how he is. Like, it's just how, and we've always like chalked it up to that. But this was like it was kind of like some next level shit. And I was like, oh yeah, like I need a little bit of a breather from you for now. Like, cause that just it was very ugly to me. It was just very, very ugly. And I want him to succeed as his fucking sister and his best friend. I more than anything want to see him win. And I was even telling him too. I'm like, if it gets to the point where I like in the past, I've been like, if it gets to the point, fucking God willing, where I get to the point where I have like more of a thing going on Twitch and like I start doing more YouTube shit, like I would love for you to be like my full-time content person, because that's like he likes to record and like take pictures and shit. Like that's his shit. Like he's like very much like he's a videographer, like he does shit like that. So I'm like, I would love for you to be the person who just like records all my shit. Like that'd be fucking awesome. Like if I got to the point where I could actually fucking have someone like on a team with me, like that'd be amazing. Like how cool would that be? We've talked about shit like that too, and I'm just like, it's just why, like, what the fuck? And then you're just gonna be like telling me like, bitch, you're not special, and I can humble you real quick. OMG, like, no, fuck that. I think I'm special. I don't care. Like, let me be delusional. Let me be delusional. And and everyone else who I consider a friend would be like, yeah, I think you're special the same way that I think all my other friends are special too. Like, that's it. It's just like some people, I really do feel like some people are like on some secret hater shit sometimes. And it's really crazy. Like, and I know a lot of other people have similar situations, because when I was like talking about this on Twitch briefly, and there were a lot of other people being like, I literally have had the same issue with like a friend of mine or someone that I consider to be like a really, really good friend. And it's just crazy. It's fucking crazy boots bananas. But yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to give y'all my tea. I just wanted to give y'all my tea, but we're gonna take our calls for the day. Let me hold on. I usually I remind myself what time I started recording. I don't fucking remember how long I've been recording for, so let me look at the camera really quick. Give me a sec. Let's see. All right, we're good. We're good. Making good time. All right, we're at like 49 minutes. Perfect. Okay, so we have 2 calls for the day. Let's get them up here. Let me get my phone. Okay. Boom. Vanilla's Villa, how may I help you?
Hey, Vanilla. I don't even know if I really need advice on this or if I just want to tell you the story because it's messy as fuck and I think you'd like it. But long story short, I've been hooking up with one of my exes again. Ooh, we know. And the whole reason me and him had stopped fucking around in the first place was because he had a baby mama and the baby was young as fuck. And we all know if the baby's under one, then motherfuckers are not done. And so it was messy as fuck. Well, now fast forward a year and a half later, they are actually separated. They did have another baby. Crazy, I know. What the fuck? Literally, what's going on? Um, but he's really changed as a person and we've been like, fucking around, seeing each other, whatever, but it's not serious. Well, my best friends fucking hate this, and I get it because we went through a lot of shit the first time. However, these bitches will go as far as tracking my location and like cussing me out when they see that I'm at this man's house. And I just feel like I'm grown as fuck and I'm minding my grown ass business. And also, not even on any Delulu or Dickmatized type shit. He's truly fucking changed as a person, and our whole dynamic is different as fuck. So, like, I don't know. Do you feel like I should mind my grown ass business and keep, you know, doing what I need to do, or should I stop fucking around with him? Let me know.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm sure you saw my face throughout that. So, Queen, this is okay. Again, I don't know you or your ex or like the shit that y'all have been through, but I'm sure that if you guys had a relationship that was bad to the point where, let me make sure, am I still recording? Okay. To the point where you're now hanging out with him and your friends are like legit cursing you out when you're with him, it had to have been fucking bad. It had to have been bad. It reminds me of when Rachel was dating her ex and he was like very, 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 very fucking terrible. And to the point where I was like, this man is gonna kill you, Rachel. Like on some shit like that, where I was like, yeah, no, like you gotta get the fuck. And I understand that it is hard to like break that cycle and get away from people like that. But I feel like also too, like why. And I can't even talk because I've gone back to people that have done me fucking filthy, please. But I feel like if we're being real here, what's gonna come out of this? What's gonna come out? Like think about it for a second. What's gonna come out of this? You had a terrible relationship with him in the past. He has a baby mama. He has two babies that are under like fucking 2 years old because he had a baby and then another one right after. Okay, so he has a baby mama, two young ass children. You think he changed, but like has he really? Because it's probably just on some shit where it's just like a new fresh situation again, and then once he gets fucking situated with you're not situated, but once he gets like comfortable with you again, he'll probably start acting the same, girl. I'm sorry, but he probably started maybe having kids did change him, maybe. But I really don't think that anyone who is that bad and you're in a relationship that is like really that bad, and you said that you went through some shit with them to the point where your friends are fucking pissed at you. I don't think that relationships that are that bad ever really have like a fairy tale fucking ending where the person is just like a completely fucking changed person. Like I really don't ever see it happening when it's like that level of bad, you know what I mean? So I'm like, honestly, I think I'm with your friends on this, girl. I'm with your friends. I think your friends care about you. And I think if you really feel like I'm grown, I could do what I want. Like, I feel like just you even having to say that is giving like that it's a bad idea deep down. Like that it's a bad idea. And nothing's going to come of it unless you want to be a stepmom. Unless you want to be a stepmom and you want to deal with that shit. And I'm like, I'm sure there's a reason why him and his baby mama aren't together. I'm sure she can't fucking stand his ass either. So I just don't feel like this is going anywhere. And you know, if shit was bad in the past, I feel like sometimes you just gotta leave it in the past. If it was really bad to like I said, to the point where your friends are stalking your fucking location and shit like that. I don't know, because I feel like if you were really grown, if you really felt that you were grown, you wouldn't start talking to him in the first place again. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's just my honest opinion. That is my honest opinion. I think sometimes, you just gotta like let people go and that's it. And girl, he got two babies. Girl, he has two little ass fucking kids. Please. That man has to go take him to fucking daycare. Please. He is busy. He doesn't have time for this shit. He has to go take his children to daycare. Like, please. Anyway, but that's my advice. You guys know that I'm always brutally honest with you. So don't come for me. But yeah, that's my advice. All right. Let's take our second caller for the day. Vanellas Villa, how can I help you?
Hi, Vanilla. Love the pod and I love your vibe. I am a dancer as well, but I'm more of a undercover dancer, and so basically, like I'm not really out about it. But anyways, I have been working for about 2.5 years. I'm 24 now, so I kind of know like which customers like BS and which kind of don't. But I kind of had a question about how to really like solidify a good regular or like who to like kind of go after, because I feel like I have a couple, but like, you'll see girls at the club given, they're not telling all the deeds, but you'll see girls at the club and they'll literally be like, oh, like we found this regular, we found this trick, and now they're in fucking Miami and Dubai the next weekend with his money. And I'm like, where are you guys finding them? Like, how are we doing this? Like, I don't know. Like, I still feel like obviously, I'm pretty sure my location does have a very impactful influence on that, but yeah, if you could, share some insight before you hang up the boots. All right, love you.
Ah, love you. Thank you. Before I hang up the boots, for real though. Okay. So in my experience, you can find a good trick at the club. Okay, for reference, a trick is just kind of like, I feel like we've gone over this before, but it's like kind of like a sugar daddy, like just like you're tricking on somebody, like whatever. But it's just really like someone who just you spend their money, they give you money, whatever the fuck. But the thing about that, and like you said, the girls are not sharing all the deets. I don't know you personally, what how strange you're willing to get for some change. But a lot of the times, if you're being flown out, or you're going places with these guys, like they expect some, a little bit of that good. So it's like, if they're on the trips with them, like you could kind of expect, not always, but usually at that level, if you are really, like, if it's a level where you are taking vacations and they're paying, like, you know your bills, like every all your bills every fucking month, and you're going to dinner with them and you're hanging out with them all the fucking time, a lot of times, yeah, you are, people are doing some strange things for some change. All the time, no, absolutely not. I have had tricks that I have gone to dinner with a million times, and like I even hung out at like some of their fucking houses, but like not on some weird shit. Like guys that I like, this is very few, far and in between. Like I've been dancing for what, 5 years now. I've maybe hung out with like 3 or 4 people outside of the club in my entire fucking dancing career, like on some regular shit. Um, and you don't have to do shit. Like it's not like on some shit where you're like, some of them really don't expect anything. Some of them really genuinely don't, and they just like actually just want the fucking company. And I feel like that's really how you can tell is somebody who like you actually in like you could like have a real conversation with, and like the conversation flows well. And I feel like honestly the best tricks are the ones that you have like you could like emotionally, not that you have emotional connection with them at all, but it's like you can just like talk about, like you could talk to them, you could fucking talk to them, like it's not like they're just like they see you as like a fucking sex object or whatever. Like that's the tricks that I feel like in the long run, like you will get the most out of, like that you actually like relate to them or whatever, or they feel like they relate to you, or like you guys have a lot of shit in common or whatever the fuck, and you guys can just like actually have conversations, and they like whatever, like on some like real relationship shit, but just without the, I mean, with money added. Like, um, have I ever been flown out to fucking Dubai or any of that shit? No. I do have friends that have had tricks that have flown us out, like on some shit where it's been like, oh, like he'll just pay for you to come too, and I'm just kind of there, like la la la, like just doing my own thing, what, like for because he was like, sure, you could bring a friend, like who gives a fuck, and I don't even got to do nothing. I'm like, this is the best. I'm like, I don't even have to give the sugar, like girl. I mean, do you? Because she's getting more money out of it, type shit, but. This is fun. I've done shit like that in the past, but me personally, I've never been flued out. But could I have? Sure. But it's just where a thing where I'm like, and y'all know me, I have like sleep anxiety. Like I cannot. if a fucking trick thinks that I'm sleeping over or I'm sleeping in the same bed as him, like, out of your fucking mind. Like, out of your fucking mind. Like, so I just can't do shit like that. And I never was able to do shit like that. So I'm just like, no. So that's just, I've never have just, it just never has been a thing that I'd even, like, wanted to do. And you're talking about Dubai. Girl, we know what goes on in Dubai. We know what goes on in Dubai. I don't know if y'all know about what happens in Dubai, but, some shit be happening in Dubai, man. Some shit be happening. And when I say shit, I mean literal shit be happening in Dubai. As in dookie, as in from the butt. Shit be happening in Dubai. So if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, there's kind of this, like, sex ring that happens in Dubai, and I've known about this for a while, and it seems that it has just been brought to the light. Like, people started to, I've seen people talk about it on TikTok and tell stories on TikTok in the past few years, but this has been something that I've known about kind of since I've started dancing, because I've heard stories. But basically, there are these very, very, very rich, wealthy men in Dubai, as a lot of the fucking men in Dubai are, who are, like, fucking princes and, like, you know, just insane amounts of money, and they just really have nothing else better to do, and they will pay women upwards to, like, I don't know, 30, 40, $50,000. Depends, because some people get more, some people get less. You'll go to Dubai, and they want to, like, shit on you. They want to, like, literally shit on your chest, fucking dookie all over you, like, just nasty, gross, like, weird human centipede nasty type shit. They, like, it's disgusting. And they essentially just, like, make a fucking fool of you and make you, like, literally, they're just like, yeah, just fucking, like, making you look like a worthless piece of shit. And then they pay you, and they give you a lot of money, and then you're just kind of like their toy for the weekend, and they just, like, fucking use and abuse you, and it's fucked up. But I know a girl that told me that she was friends with a girl. So, okay, the girl that I knew was at her friend's house. Her friend was friends with a very, like, well-known Instagram influencer girl who dates, like, she dates a basketball player now, like, whatever. She's just, like, some Instagram girl. And she's, like, pretty well-known, and I don't know what the fuck she's, like, I don't know, whatever. And she knew her. The friend knew her. So that Instagram girl had FaceTimed my friend's friend while my friend was at the house. If this is this might not make sense. Just stay with me here. My friend was chilling with the friend, you know, but the girl FaceTimes the other friend. She doesn't know that my friend is there. She's crying. She's on the FaceTime. She's like, I can't fucking do this Dubai shit anymore, man. I can't do this shit. Like, I can't do this shit anymore, right? And if you look at this girl's Instagram, she's living the life, baby. She is living the fucking life. Just like typical IG baddie model with a bunch of followers. All the designer on all the trips, body is tea, face is tea. Like, you know, it's just like that typical kind of a thing. I'm not saying every fucking Instagram baddie gets fucking flown to Dubai and shit on, obviously not. But in this case, this girl was, and she had done it. And she was just like, I can't do this shit anymore, man. I can't. It's just fucking, I can't. Like, she just had like a breakdown about it. And fucking, I would too, bitch. I would too. But that's really what I'm not saying the girls at your club are getting shit on in Dubai either. But I just know that. And you can go to Dubai and have a vacation without getting fucking pooped on. Like, let me just, please don't. So if don't think if you know a bitch that's been to Dubai that she's been shit on. Like, I'm not saying that every bitch that goes to Dubai gets fucking shit on, but you know what I mean though. Like, there is some shit that be going on in Dubai though. It's just like this thing, and it's now starting to become more of a well-known thing. I've seen people post story times and shit on TikTok. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy. So again, have I given any fucking advice on how to keep a trick, which was the actual question that she asked? No, I'm just talking about people getting fucking dookied on in Dubai. Dookie in Dubai, man. Dookie in Dubai. Like, that's crazy. So, I'm sorry. I'm not even giving this girl any advice. Yeah, I don't know. Just a guy that doesn't seem like the cuckoo banana killer. Okay, as long as they seem like they are pretty fucking normal. They don't do any like weird shit. They haven't made any sort of comments to you that strike up any fucking red flags. Like they have to be like, even if you get a little bit of a weird inkling about them, like I wouldn't even bother like going to dinner. Like you really have to be like, okay, this is just a normal fucking person, right? A lot of the times too, I feel better about it if it's a customer that like goes to the club a lot and like other people at the club know them. So it's not like they're just like a total fucking random. So it's like, okay, like people like kind of know this guy or whatever, kind of a thing. And yeah, that's really, I mean, obviously not every fucking guy that comes to the club is gonna like want to fly you out and like pay for your whole life, but yeah, you can definitely find some good tricks, and a lot of them too, it's not like a long-term thing. It's like you get what you get out of them for whatever little like fling that you guys have, and then he's on to the next, or he's like does some shit to like piss you off or whatever. Like it always is just like a lot of the times like it's very rare where it's like a situation that you have the same like really good sugar daddy or whatever for like a very long period of time, because like it's just it gets weird quick sometimes. It just gets weird quick, and it's just hard because I'm like, I would rather just go to the club, make money off of the guys that like from the club, and whatever customers I have, I'm like, okay, I'll get their number sometimes, like good customers, but I'm like, okay, see you at the club. Like, and I'm like, I make my money at the club, and like, that's really it. Like, unless you have like a fucking shit ton of money for me, like, I don't want to fucking meet you. I don't want to go to dinner. Like, I don't. Like, I'm so over that. Like, I don't. I really don't. Literally, the only person that like, maybe like fucking Juan, the guy that sends me money that I've told y'all about, the fucking he's just this guy. I literally don't even know if that's his real name, but he sends me money, and he's literally lives in another country. Don't know a fucking thing about him. I've seen his face once on FaceTime. Young, good looking guy too. Sends me so much fucking money on PayPal, just randomly though. But he's always like, oh, I'm gonna come to LA, or I'm gonna be in LA next month. Like maybe I'll see you. He never actually fucking like comes. It's a little bizarre. But even that guy, I'm like, even him, like, I just get like a weird feeling about him. And this guy's giving me a lot of fucking money. And if he is like really, and the money hasn't bounced, bitch. So I'm just like, even that, I get like a weird feeling about it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like your safety is the most important thing first. So like, don't even worry about like the thing is, you don't look for a good trick. The trick finds you. That's really how it always happens. I feel like the trick finds you, baby. So just don't even stress it. Just don't even stress it. Just work, make your money at work, and whatever's fucking meant for you will come for you. And that's it. That's probably the worst advice ever, but you know what I mean? It's just like, I prioritize people's safety and shit over anything, because I know a lot of girls that will like literally go meet up with any fucking guy, like any guy that gives them money, they're like down to like go hang out with them. I'm like, oh fuck no, baby. You are literally putting your life on the motherfucking line. Like, we do not know these people. Like, I don't know. Some people are just fucking crazy. And call me paranoid, but whatever. I'd rather be paranoid than too fucking nonchalant. Oh! Sorry, I keep turning the volume up and then turn it back down. But yeah, I think that's it. That's what we call it this episode. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, if y'all or thanks for the calls. I meant thanks for the advice. Pat myself on the back. Thanks, great advice, girl. you told him. You really told him. No, but thank you guys for sending in more calls. I got a lot of calls this week, so I'll probably use some next week too. But if you want to send me in calls, look at the link tree in my Instagram bio. There's a link that says send me a voicemail. I would love for you guys to, tell me y'all's tea. Like, even if you don't need advice, like, just like tell me your tea. Like, I like to hear the messy, juicy stuff. Like, tell me your fucking tea. So yeah, send me shit, and follow me on all the other fucking stuff. And also announcement. I am streaming on Twitch every single Tuesday and Thursday now, locked in. We have a set schedule going, baby. And I'll stream other days throughout the week too, kind of like as I feel like streaming, but the set days every week now are Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. PST. Find me there, baby. And I'm trying to get a little bit of a schedule going now. I'm trying to get a little bit of a fucking schedule going. So we're locked in now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, that's it. Okay. Love you. Thanks for listening. See you next week.